Welcome to Chapter 12, Project Quality Planning and Project Kickoff. This is definitely a change in focus as far as the chapters we're reading, as this becomes the next phase as we get to the kickoff part. But quality planning is definitely part and parcel of delivering a intact and acceptable project. I'm just going to skip to the summary. So here we go. So this is 4 parts. So the contemporary approach to project quality draws on contributions from Deming. Deming was a statistical processing expert used to great effect by the Japanese after World War II to increase their quality and overall consistency of their product, okay, in manufacturing, in a manufacturing sense. And there were others that did this as well. Malcolm Baldrige Award, ISO certification, International Standards Organization. Just remember, you can be ISO certified but deliver things that aren't saleable or even that work well. But they will, all that certification means, and in quality in the sense that we're talking about here, is does it meet specifications or is it outside of specifications? That is the sum total of what we're talking about here. So don't confuse quality with value. And I know that's a hard concept to get your head around a little bit because it wouldn't seem to flow from the other, but quality in the sense of a project is are we within specifications or not? Anyway, the quality plan should include a quality baseline or a starting point, which then defines what are the expectations, what are the tolerances. Sometimes you hear that word tolerance, plus or minus, how close do we have to be to the actual number that we're going to, say, build something to. Once quality plan is complete, hold the kickoff meeting with all project stakeholders. So this is definitely a ready, set, go time. Kickoff meeting signifies the official end of planning and the beginning of the project execution stage. First concept in contemporary project quality equals stakeholder satisfaction. Remember, you're collaboratively setting up these quality measures or quality points so that the stakeholders are highly involved in these processes, which is why they should be satisfied, or that's the aim of setting these up. So we need to understand the stakeholders. We need to prioritize what they need. We need to manage toward those needs because those are the goals. I mean, again, they're the client or customer, if you will. Keep the relationship strong and open, two-way communication. Ensure that it's capable of using the project deliverables. Is it, in fact, going to be useful to them? So what we're trying to do is marry the ideal of quality with usefulness, and hopefully they go together. Second concept, process management, or if you want to say production or activities, that's okay. But process is, what do we do day to day? So understand, forms of improvement. Seek the root cause of problems. This is why you use statistical processing and things like that, measurements. You're looking for and trying to avoid scrap or things that don't work right or aren't, in fact, driving, meeting, specifications, like a blueprint. Think blueprints in that sense. Third concept, fact-based management. Understand variances or variations. Why do we have that? And think of it this way: if you're using, machine tools to say turn or to I'm trying to think of an example that would make sense to everybody or to you specifically, is like numerically controlled machines like a lathe or a mill. We're cutting metal down so it meets the specifications, size, height, length, weight, like cutting threads for fasteners and things like that. So we need to understand variation, make good decisions regarding what to measure, what constitutes quality in that sense. We don't need to measure everything or every time, but we had better be careful about this because whatever you measure, set up to decide that's going to be your standard. That's what everything's going to manage toward. Capture and analyze data correctly. and use information in an open, honest, decision-making manner. So measure what matters, not what's easy to measure. It might be a good way to think about this. And number 4, fourth concept, empower performance. Capability and willing workers, capable and willing workers. Treat each person as an individual. Ensure people accept responsibility. Strive for collaboration. What we're trying to do in this, as far as this page of the summary goes, is to push decision-making, responsibility, and power as low as we can get it in the activities that we're doing, the production or the operations that we're performing. That way it's caught early if there's something's out of spec or specifications. So there we go. That should give you a good running start at this. This is a really important chapter because it's highly desirable in the operations of a project. That this is probably what you'd get involved with the most, at least initially in your career, is the operations side. Very good. Thank you.